everybody, welcome back to another 2007 Ford Ranger Sport video. This week I've decided to do something about these scraggly looking wheels. Stay tuned. I decided I couldn't take this anymore. These wheels, which are KMC Enduros, I'll put a picture of what they're supposed to look like. So you can see these are pretty scruffy looking. The paint's kind of worn off. They're certainly dirty. The tires are actually in good shape, but the springs and the drums were just looking pretty dirty and pretty rusty. So I just gave this a quick coat of black. I actually have a set of spacers I'm going to throw on, and I know not everybody likes spacers, but the fact is these, I'm not changing these wheels anytime soon, if at all. And they're just a little too sunk in for my taste. I have just a set of 2 spacers left over from my 2002 Ranger. Got company here. So I decided to throw these on the back, because the backs, I'll show you on this side, really just inset a little too far. So I'll do something with the fronts, probably the same size, or I'll order a set of 2 slightly smaller spacers. But in the meantime, I'm gonna one by one clean these wheels inside and outside and respray them. And I'm going to spray the center cap black. I just like the way it looks. All right, let's get started cleaning. Well, I've got that wheel cleaned and drying, since I know probably 10,000 of you are gonna ask. The size of these, so you can see it right there. I think they're 25 millimeter. I'm not sure, I bought these years ago, but I know that they definitely fit this Ranger because I had the other 2 of these on the rear of my red 2002. All right, I just wanted to add that these are actually 1.5 inches. I decided to grab my measuring tape as I was going to grab my torque wrench, and I'm glad I did measure for you. So 1.5 inches equals like 38 millimeters. So these are not 25 millimeters, they are 1.5 inches. And I think I'm actually gonna paint them black when I did the old ones on the 2002 Ranger. It just looks better. It doesn't really tend to last. It likes to scratch off easily, but at least it'll look okay for now. All right, change of plans. And I'm glad I checked. I will not be running these spacers since the original wheel studs stick out just a little bit. And these KMC wheels that I have do not have any recesses on the back. So as you can see right there, that would definitely not work. So no big deal, since I only had 2 of these anyway. I'm gonna refinish the wheels and put them back on the truck as they are. It's gonna look 100% better. So off with these spacers. All right, a quick and dirty spray is all these are getting. The wind is picking up and losing all my cards. Anyway, it's got a coat on there. It's gonna be fine. These have been painted once before, I can tell, so there's some pre-existing runs, but that's okay. It still looks a lot better than it did. So I'll let that dry, and then I'll do the left front. That's probably all I'm going to do for today because I don't have a lot of time left, but I can tackle the other side another day. You'll see it in the same video anyway. Okay, the left rear is done. Looks a lot better than it used to. See right there? Just even painting that center cap makes it look a lot more cohesive. By no means a perfect refinish. Like I mentioned before, I think these have already been painted once, had some pre-existing runs in it, but that's okay because much better. 3 more to do. Set up to do a coat on the left front wheel. I do this before the wind gets kicked up again and blows the cards. Valve stem and everything. I'm okay with that. See what I'm talking about? I know I should tape these in place, but I don't have enough tape handy, so at least the edge is done. I'll do the inset. All right, that's done. Those of you that are curious what I'm using, it is my old go-to Rust-Oleum Canyon Black Sap. I really like this. It tends to actually match the shade of black on the truck. And yes, there are different shades of black. Now we let it dry. I'll put it back on the truck and I'll pick this up again a different day. Picking up where I left off, it's a couple days later. I went on to Amazon and ordered a set of 4 2-inch spacers in black. And these look like they're pretty good quality. I'll put a link in the description below. Hopefully these will allow me to clear the factory studs on my 2007 Ranger. One thing I know for sure is that this is far too inset for my taste. So let's get the wheel off and get that installed. Hopefully everything should fit. All right, moment of truth. They're on. They fit. They're torqued down to 100 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and put the wheel on. All right, all tightened up, back down on the ground. Definitely looks a lot better. I'm just not 100% sure about having a 2-inch spacer. I've never had one quite that size, but I guess we'll definitely have to monitor it for vibrations, wear and tear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the front. This, I have a feeling, may not look as good with the spacer, just because, well, I guess it'll look okay. It'll definitely poke out a little bit. I would say this back here is pretty even. Pretty happy with the way that looks. All right, I'll do the front and show them both. Well, with the front done, I don't know if I'm convinced this is the look I want. Seems like the front does tend to stick out a little bit more than the rear. Well, I guess it's probably about the same. It just tends to look a little funny. But anyway, I'll live with this for a few days and see if I like it. I definitely like the rear. So if nothing else, I'll just leave the ones on the rear. I don't know, maybe if I can find something that's halfway in between. For this side is not done yet, obviously. I don't know. We'll pick this up again in a few days after I think about it. Time to tackle the passenger side. Remove the wheels, clean them, refinish the drums and everything back there that I can in Canyon Black. Do the same with the front. Install the wheel spacers. Probably not going to show too much of this side since you already saw it on the driver's side, but I want both sides of the truck to match, so now we do this side.